Hey there guys, today we have an exciting review for all you busy working professionals and food enthusiasts who like to take your food on the go. No matter if you're on the side of a mountain or just your daily commute, this Yeti lunch bag is a great way to securely pack your lunch to your final destination. This Yeti lunch bag, or Daytrip version as they call it, is a great bag. It's similar to their Hopper Flip 12 in that it's got kind of a soft feel to it, so it can be squeezed into tight places. However, it is somewhat rigid. That way if stuff gets set on top or something like that, it doesn't crush your lunch. So it does a good job protecting the food you put inside this. Let's go ahead and talk about the size and weight real quick. The width of this lunchbox is 10.5 inches. The height is 8.5 inches, and then the thickness is 4.5 inches, and the weight is just 1.0 pounds, so relatively small and compact. Of course, once you get a few things in here, it's going to get a little heavier. Speaking of weight, there's 3 handles on here, 2 on the sides, and then 1 on the top. And these are nice, sturdy handles, just like you would expect from any Yeti product. In fact, this top one here, you could probably lift 100 pounds with it. That being said, if you had 100 pounds of stuff in here, you're probably smuggling uranium, and I don't want to be talking to you. So let's keep it under 100 pounds. It's just, a good durable bag that's going to withstand the test of time. So just looking at the back real quick, we have kind of a Yeti imprint, and it's a little bit of a rubberized material. So if you were to set it on your car dashboard, something like that, it's not going to want to slide around. On the top, they have this nice kind of raised seam, which helps give it a little bit of its structure. And if you are on a job site or something like that, and you don't have a clean place to put your food, the top of the lunchbox will work great. And it's got this nice lip to keep things from rolling off or falling off. So as long as you keep your lunchbox clean, it could be a good eating surface for you. This is a zipper lunchbox. So you just open it up just like any normal lunchbox. I will point out, while I did unzip it, you'll notice the lid doesn't just fall open, and that's because there's a magnet in the very front section here that will kind of pull the lid shut if you have it unzipped. And that's nice for when you're eating lunch. Let's say you don't eat everything, you just packed a snack, and you want to come back and finish the rest of it later. It's important to keep all that cold air trapped in there, and that's what that magnetic lid is for. It comes open pretty easily, but if you forget to zip it up, it's not going to let all the cold air out. So that's a little detail I really liked about this particular lunchbox. Now, opening it up for real, you'll see the paperwork that it comes with, just stickers and warranty information basically. The inside's a relatively smooth surface, which I like. Makes it pretty easy to clean these things out. And the size of this is quite nice. Let me just show you. We have a medium Yeti ice pack, and that just fits perfectly in there. And if you want to really get things cooled off, you can put 2 of them in there. If you know you're going to be on a construction site in the hot summer heat, you got plenty of ice in the bottom of your lunchbox to keep this cold all day long. If you're just in an office or it's a cooler day or something, you don't have to use 2. You can just use the 1. I like that snugly in there because once you zip it up, it's not going to be bouncing around and stuff like that. It fits in there like it's intentionally made for the lunchbox. And again, that's one of the reasons you would buy a Yeti product, is everything is just intentionally made for their products. I actually had these ice blocks for one of my other coolers, and it just happens to fit into this Yeti lunchbox, and it also just happens to fit into some of their other products. So, when you're buying Yeti, you buy into their system, and it all just works together in an intentional way, which I really like. So pulling the ice out, let's go ahead and show you just how much this cooler can actually hold. Online they said 5 cans, which I have found to be pretty accurate. So there's 5 cans. It looks like you can kind of get one more in there, but I found that when I try to force it, the bag does not want to let it in there. I'm not sure why, but this really is a 5-can bag. But the nice thing is when you get those 5 cans in there, the ice blocks still fit on top, and you can still zip it up. It's a pretty full lunchbox, but you can still get 2 of the medium Yeti ice blocks in there with 5 cans in there. So I really do like that. I find that that's a pretty good amount of material for just a day lunch. So that's kind of the quick and dirty of the interior of this particular lunchbox. Let's go ahead and talk about the colors that this thing comes in. The standard colors you can get are the charcoal gray, which is the version you see here. I think it looks quite nice. It's not just this black hole. It's got a little texture look to it. So I like the charcoal gray personally. It comes in navy. And then you have a few special edition colors as well, including canopy green and the high desert clay, which is kind of a bright orange color, which I think looks quite nice. But depending on what you're going for, you have some options. Again, those special edition colors are not always made. Yeti kind of changes things up from time to time. So those are usually for limited time only. So overall, I'm really happy with this lunchbox. I think it's a really nice size. It holds a lot. It's super durable. It's a little more expensive than other lunchboxes on the market, but you're getting what you pay for. Instead of something that's only going to last 1 or 2 years and get kind of musty smelling and gross if you spill something inside, this is a good water resistant lunch bag. It's going to be puncture resistant, scratch resistant. It's going to look nice 10 years from now. And things like these handles and stuff, they're securely on there and they're not going to rip off. And you have nice little touches like these loops up here for carabiners or bottle openers, things like that. So it's just a well thought out, complete product. There's one thing I do want to point out about this lunchbox that some people may not like, is when you open up the lid, there is no zipper pouch. A lot of times lunchboxes will have a zipper here to put ice packs or utensils, things like that in there. I know some people like to keep utensils or maybe just miscellaneous items like their keys up in the zipper pouch. This lunchbox doesn't have that, and there's no zipper pouch on the outside. Not really a deal breaker for me. Like I said, the Yeti ice packs fit quite nicely, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything. But for some people, they may want that zipper pouch, and that's just something to consider with this lunchbox. All in all, I've been super happy with this lunchbox, regardless if you're taking it on a kayak, hiking up the side of a mountain, or just a busy business person trying to keep your lunch cold. I think this is going to be a great travel companion for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video review helpful, and cheers.